Sometimes when I sleep, I'll just wake up to messages from my husband. I know it's challenging.
Yeah.
I know it's new to you. I see what you're going through, but please just keep doing it. It's for the sake of this baby. And so,
And those
That's a gift.
very thoughtful,
That's an amazing
very
gift. You know,
I
like
would want
after
to
you
push
go
my
and
friends,
give
please.
that baby, push that baby out, or yeah, I mean, you know, like a nice car, vacation to somewhere.
Hello, welcome to another amazing episode of Vital Talks. In Africa, like in every part of the world, when a woman gives birth, it's an occasion to celebrate, to be happy. I mean, when a new baby comes into the family, people come with gifts to welcome the child and congratulate the mother. People come with diverse kinds of gifts. Usually, these gifts are mostly for the baby. On today's episode of Vital Talks, we shed light on how you can visit a new mom and a new baby, how to behave towards the baby, and what kind of gifts you can bring to the mother. Go nowhere, we'll be right back. Welcome back. If you are a new mom, this is an episode that you really want to take time, watch so that you know what to do when visitors come into your space to visit you and your new baby. And if you're visiting a new mom and her baby, this episode will expose you to behavioral patterns and how you should treat the newborn, how you should visit and approach the mother. And joining me to talk about all of this and more are two amazing mothers who are going through their fair share of motherhood and, of course, killing it. I have Addis Bezankeng. She is a communications and project manager. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
And an
Remy.
amazing mom, of course, to Mr. C.
I know, right? Thank you for the opportunity.
You're
to be here
welcome.
again.
And the very beautiful Cham Victorine. She is a management and entrepreneurship tutor and a pastry chef and a mom of two beautiful girls. Welcome, Vicky.
thank you so much
You look
for
so
the
beautiful.
invite. Thank you.
I mean, you girls look amazing.
You too. You're glowing.
Right.
I mean, a glowing prego. That's so nice.
So how is life as a mom?
Well, I'll say motherhood is sweet, it's nice, but it's also very
Tasking.
tasking. Like you need a lot to be a good mom, a
Yeah.
lot to be a real mom,
Yeah.
a lot to enjoy what you have decided to embark on.
Ideas?
Oh, well, motherhood is amazing, I can say, but it's also very challenging.
Yeah, it is.
You know, every day you're learning. You know, every day you're learning how to be a parent, how to be a mom that your kid needs, because not all children are the same. And so
Yeah.
motherhood cannot be the same for everybody. But yeah, so far, it's a journey that I wouldn't exchange for anything else.
Of course, I would not exchange it for anything. Though they come with their challenges. Like I was saying a while ago, that these children are a necessary. What was the word? A necessary burden. A necessary burden. It's true. We don't want to call them burden. It might be negative, but it's necessary. We enjoy. We have the low moments, and sometimes we have the high moments where we're really enjoying this gift that God has given us. And in your early days of giving birth, how did people visit you? Can you tell us about it?
Well,
From the hospital to the house? Because usually when a woman gives birth, people start coming at the hospital. The moment you hear that this one has given birth. I remember the day Vicky gave birth. That very morning, we came to the hospital with my husband. Yeah. How were the visits for you?
So for my first baby, the first days, I didn't have many visitors, just my close family, because my baby at that moment, she wasn't lashing onto the breast. So it was affecting me. I wasn't happy, my mood, everything was not good. And then it was just after a cesarean section. So I didn't have that strength to entertain so many people. So I really just limited it to family and caregivers, those that were around me. But for the second, it was a bit different. People came. Everybody who heard that put to birth came. It was still through a cesarean session, but at this moment, I'd already learned from my past experience. I'd gathered strength.
Yeah.
And at this moment, nothing was new to me again. I knew how to navigate around my emotions.
Yeah.
get in touch with people that came to visit me and make them feel free and comfortable around me. Yeah.
And you, Alice, I mean, what are some of the kind of gifts that people brought to you when they were visiting?
Well, I think that in terms of gifts, people brought me what they would normally bring for maybe, I know many moms will relate, like diapers for the baby, detergents, well, a lot of baby stuff, you know. I wish they had brought other things though.
Like for you specifically.
Yeah.
Did you receive any personalized gift like as a new
No, I
mom?
didn't. For my 2 pregnancies or deliveries, I've never had a personalized gift. Nothing. It usually
Nothing
comes
that was
just
purposely bought or
for
brought for the
me,
mom.
Yeah, I think it's something we should raise more awareness on.
Because
you know?
usually when a woman gives birth, I don't know how it works in other cultures, but in an African context, we've seen most cases where they will visit the mom, bring gifts for the baby, detergent, clothes, and all whatnot for the baby. But this is a new mom. I mean, she's
she
the
has
one that
gone
brought
through
this
it
gift to the
all. She has
world.
gone through it
She's gone
all.
through it
9
all.
months.
I think she deserves
A gift.
the gifts.
Well, I actually think that, like, if you want to look at it, people are not really thinking in that line.
Yeah,
Like,
they're not conscious
they're
about
like,
it.
yes, they're actually not conscious about it. I mean, like, maybe we gave you gifts when you were getting married, when you
Yeah.
had this birthday. I mean, now it's about the baby. I think the whole idea or the reason why it would be important to think about a mother is because, you know, it's all mothers will confirm that it's not an easy journey.
Of
it's
course.
9 months
Not at
of
all.
hardship,
everything.
of difficulties, and then putting to birth, you would go through labor for those who would have a CS, and it's a lot of things. So maybe just getting, you know, something,
yeah,
you know, that is for you, and not a million diapers. Thank you very much for the diapers. Please, I'm not ungrateful. I'm so happy about those
Of
diapers
course.
because some of those baby things even keep you up to
Carry for
like
a long time.
a long time, you know. Soap. I remember my case, I didn't have to buy soap for like 2 years. So Mr. C was 2 and all. But like I think it's kind of nice to think, you know,
about the mom too. Like something, fit in something for the mom particularly.
Only
There are
the
a couple
mom,
of things.
even the dad.
Yeah.
He has been there. He has been through it all. But I don't think anyone ever thinks of the father. People even at some moment think of the mother. They can send her financial gifts or they can bring her beverages and so. But the father is always out of the equation.
Yeah,
completely.
in that light, I also want to well, congratulate those who bring food.
Yeah.
Because yes, they're thinking about the
that
mom,
comes
like they bring
handy.
something. But if you're really thinking about it, they're like, ma, go give chop me, chop fine, breastfeed, picking.
Yeah.
You know, so thank you for the food. And well, it kind of serves a purpose, even though the thought behind it is not exactly the mom. But that's something that I want to applaud, like as a gift, you know, apart from personalized gifts or something. There's something else that I think about as a gift that, you know, new moms could deserve. Maybe some spa time, you know, just give them time
massage.
to
Enjoy some
just
relief,
take them out, maybe like
stress, shred the stress away.
if you're my friend and maybe you just gave birth or I just gave birth, I would like maybe an opportunity to, you know, just go out for a day when it's not just the crying and the breastfeeding and something. We probably miss that too sometimes. And I also think that because someone just gave birth, an important gift to bring is the gist. Yeah, you know, sometimes for real, sometimes you're all on your own. You're in your home taking care of the baby. A lot of things are happening.
Emotions.
You're just seeing, yes, and it's actually a lot of
Soak in those
emotions. It becomes
You
difficult.
need something to take you away from that.
You're
new
seeing
reality.
maybe like in our era when there's pictures, you're just seeing people going like you're just following up. But imagine your girlfriends just show up. Yes, and like we're coming to update you. How are you doing? Just spend the day with you. It's something because the whole idea is to make sure that her mood is lifted,
And
she's
her
feeling
mental
good, and her
health is
mental
intact.
health is intact. Yes. And another thing, sorry, I get passionate about this. Another thing is not visiting can also be a gift.
Exactly what I wanted to
very
ask.
true.
I mean,
Not visiting can
did you
also be a
limit
gift.
visits at some point?
I didn't limit it, but it got overwhelming.
And you couldn't say
I was
no.
and I couldn't say no.
You can't say no.
Especially when we got home. You're in your emotions. A lot is happening.
Yeah.
Your baby is giving you a hard time. and every day you have visitors. They don't come in at once, like you can just be with them and then later you give yourself some time to rest.
Yeah.
You might have a visitor now, in the next 1 hour or 2 hours another person pops up.
Some even come in groups and all of that. I remember when I just had my son and I was at home alone with him. And I just got a call. We are at the door. Are you not home?
Oh my God.
And I remember I was actually naked and I didn't want to dress up, but I was obliged to dress up
and
and receive people, sit right there and pretend to smile.
to be
Exactly.
okay, to be happy.
Yeah. And some pop up, like just like you
Like
said,
that.
and they're calling at your door. I mean, that's something that we should talk about.
Yeah.
Visiting new moms, new parents, please call and ask when it's okay.
When can I come? Can I come on visit? Can we fix a date?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, it's actually
Because
very
in an African
important.
context, they just assume, you just born no, you go day house all the time.
Yeah.
Even if she is at home, she's physically present, but mentally she is
might not.
ready to receive you at that moment. That sometimes a new mom spends the entire night watching after her baby. During the day, she wants to take off some time to get rest. But with all those visits, an entire day trying to receive people who have come visiting
And
them,
breastfeeding
and
in between them.
Yeah.
By night, she's terribly tired.
I talk about entertaining these visitors. You need to give them
not
food,
easy.
you need to give them drinks, and so you're up and
not
about
easy.
serving them.
Yeah. So it's always good to at least inform so that the person can take out
Prepare.
time to prepare. Not all moms have that luxury of having people around them that can assist them.
Yeah.
So when you surprise them with visits, it puts
It's
them in a
overwhelming.
complicated situation.
Yeah.
Yes. So always try to inform, and you can always ask them also, what can I bring
Bring for
along?
you.
It's
Yeah.
always important, especially if you're close to the person. Always ask.
Yeah.
You might discover that the person is really in need of something that you didn't even
Think of bringing.
Especially food. Especially food. Because for some new moms, when they give birth, they don't eat some particular kind of meals.
Yes.
Yes. So it's not good that you
just
take
cook
your
whatever.
time, you cook, you prepare. You know you're coming to gift a new mom, and at the end she doesn't even get to taste the food. So it's really bad. So it's always good to try to get in touch. What do you like for me to bring in terms of food?
So communicate.
And
Communicate. Yeah.
It's necessary.
Another gift that, like, there's something else that I really think about as a gift. Come and help out.
Very important.
Very big
Like,
gift.
just come,
a
spend
very
the
big
day.
gift.
You know, I mean, if you even come empty-handed with no diapers, with no wipes and whatever for the baby, just come and be like, I've come
there.
today to help.
come today
So
to
I can hold the baby when you want to take a bath. I can clean up where, especially for these moms who necessarily don't have someone
People
help
around
at home.
them,
It is very important because, you know, when you just give birth, it's like 1,000 things. You don't stop being a wife. You don't stop being a woman who has to care for her space. But you're like a mom, and you're a mom like every second. Like it's literally the baby. If the baby is not eating, baby is sleeping, and even that needs your attention and everything.
And there's this cliche thing that say, sleep when the baby sleeps.
Oh, it's so cliche. Please, so
Doesn't even
cliche.
work. When the baby is asleep, I hardly sleep because I'm like, what if I sleep so deep and the baby chokes?
Yeah.
What if I sleep so deep and the baby turns to a side that is not good? What if I sleep so deep and roll onto the baby? Because I actually like sleeping beside my baby. I don't like leaving the baby in the cot.
And not even that. Sometimes you're not even feeling sleepy.
Yeah, and
you're not even
you
feeling
actually have a lot to do. You just want that baby to go to sleep so you can get
work.
something else done, you know.
things.
So imagine having someone who comes around to help, to actually, you know,
give you a
help you out.
helping
Just
hand.
take a day and be like, don't worry about anything. I'm cleaning up.
Just rest.
Yes, just rest and hold it. I think, like, just talking about it, I'm literally breathing.
Right.
You know, so yeah, that's
amazing. And I was talking about when actually people come visiting carrying this newborn. You know, we have in our African culture, people want to come visit, they want to carry, oh, it's so beautiful, so tender, and they just grab and carry. No, please. There is a way you approach a newborn. A lot can go wrong in a split of a second. The baby can catch a bacteria, the baby can get an infection just from you know, handling the baby in an improper way. I mean, did you have situations like that?
Yeah, I think if you watched the last episode I was on, I talked about how my first My first, when I
Wow.
just gave birth, the first days, I had a couple of people come through, you know, to visit the baby. And the day after we had to leave the hospital, we were moved to intensive care.
Yes.
So yeah, I talked about it. Like it marked me. When I go visit people who just had babies, I don't offer to carry the baby. No. I mean, unless a baby is about 2-3 months old, you'd never
Even at
see
that,
me. Yeah.
even at
And I
that,
would
it's
have to
still
even
young.
ask, like, is it okay? You know, just because of what I went through. And so it's something to put out there. If you come visit a new mom,
You mustn't carry the child
mustn't. You
before you
mustn't.
feel like you visited the baby.
Some
yeah.
people even carry the child, and as tender as the child is, they'll turn the child upside down.
Start kissing.
They'll start kissing, throw the child
Yeah.
up, doing
Oh,
several movements
the throwing
without
the-
even asking you.
The throwing the
without
child
saying
up
anything to
thing.
the
It is
mother
actually
or the
learned-
parents.
medically not advised to throw a newborn
Oh.
till maybe after 5 years. Even after that, you know, throwing your child, you know, sometimes you want to play with the child. You know, newborns are still very fragile. Their necks are not yet stable, and it can cause a medical condition called retinal, which can damage can actually affect a nerve and your brain.
Oh,
That's
I don't know. I don't know if my in-laws are hearing this.
Yeah.
Because apparently
cases
there's some
of-
tradition where they have to move the baby around because it makes his bones stronger.
that's a myth.
And they're actually
That's a
doing
myth.
it and looking at. I remember how I felt like it was my heart moving and everything, but I just had to be there, you know, and stuff. You know, I feel like a lot of these things are, you know, we grow up with them as ideas, and that's why this is important, because we get to share and raise awareness on and change the narratives and all. It's something. Now, like when you're talking about gifts, you know, how to visit a new mom, and or sometimes we're talking about, you know, other people coming in and all. But like I also want to talk to those who are with them, the fathers, the people around. I think that an important gift is appreciation. You know, every day you're doing well. You know,
Those encouraging
yes, especially
words.
from those. Yeah, thank your wife. This is so encouraging. Wow, you're doing amazing. Keep it exactly.
You have to be there.
Yeah,
I'm here with you.
I'm here with you. Exactly.
Those encouraging words make the
you
mom
know,
feel better.
just do like this and even coming just little gifts. I think that at that point a mom just wants to feel, you know, special. And there's some of those things that she may not even think about. But imagine she just comes, you know, to maybe like a little flower or notes or something that says you're doing amazing from her partner. I feel like that's something that's boosting, like really boosting. You know,
I remember when I put to birth the first child, I was really down. But one thing that used to boost my morale or make me happy, sometimes when I sleep, I'll just wake up to messages from my husband. I know it's challenging.
Yeah.
I know it's new to you. I see what you're going through. But please just keep doing it. It's for the sake of this baby. And so...
And those little,
that's a gift.
Very thoughtful.
That's an amazing gift.
Even if it doesn't give you a physical thing. So, talking about how to treat a newborn when you go visiting, we mentioned not throwing the baby, because the act of, you know, lifting the baby, swinging from left to right, newborns are very fragile. You know, their necks still need support, and when you do that, it can actually cause a condition called retinal. It causes some blood vessels to actually rupture in the baby, and all of these things there are some babies, they are born normal, and as an effect of this, it can actually cause cerebral palsy. It is very serious, but in a part of Africa, we think that we're making the baby strong, we're making him not to, you know, to fight fear. So fear, but you're actually damaging that child's nerves and growing brain. Because until 5 years, babies should not be thrown or pulled, even though they can dislocate their bones. So all those kind of things, when you visit a new mom, please spare her all the carrying and the swinging. If you want to play with the child, let the child just lay down there. You can look at the child and, you know, play with the child while the child is lying on the couch or in their cot.
Vicky talked about how, when you'd entertain people, you have to feed them, you have to food. I think that it's also a gift to visit and not expect to eat.
Very important.
Yeah, it's okay.
Africans, we love to eat and drink.
We love to eat and drink and
Bun house.
exactly.
Bun house,
I know, but like I
No,
feel
Bonhouse
like
is different.
Bonhouse is different.
You organize,
there's
you're organizing a party for,
yes, and
baby
so the
shower.
food will be there.
People would normally
But-
come and eat.
And the worst is when you just
visit,
pop up actually without even calling ahead of time. I think it's kind of rude to expect from a new mom that there's obviously going to be food because, well, I personally remember that there were days when between my husband and I, he went without food because I like in all the struggle, there's days when if you can't, you can't. We're probably just going to, do
Get
some snacks, something small and all. But now, if you have to entertain visitors, like it's getting that hard for you, and you're not able, and so I feel like it's a gift to come. And it all surrounds around what kind of mindset you have when you're coming to visit a new mom. Are you coming to, congratulate them? Are you happy for them? Because if you're coming with that kind of mindset, I know of people who have gotten mad that they came and you didn't give them food to eat. A woman who has CS, if she expected, there was nothing to drink. How did she get to, please? It's such an amazing moment. People have so much they are dealing with, and there's also the like, just like I said, not coming also, it's a gift because especially for a new mom and a new father, they're probably getting to enjoy that moment with their baby, getting to, and sometimes they just may not have the time because they have to,
that is why Vicky mentioned call, get an appointment before coming. It's necessary.
It's actually important.
But I also think as a new mom, before becoming a mom, you should know that not everybody will follow the rules.
Of course.
So you always have to prepare yourself
for the worst.
Mentally, actually.
So that, because it will not be nice, somebody visiting your newborn, and then at least you don't give the person something. Even if it's biscuits, some basic snacks that you can just have in the house. We have chin-chin, we have peanuts. You can get them and keep. When your visitor comes, you can just deduce a bit and make them also to feel. Because the truth is, some people don't come surprisingly like that.
That's what I said. The
they
mindset is important.
You might give birth in Yaoundé, your friend is not around, she happens to arrive in Yaoundé, she has just a very short period in Yaoundé, and she finds it necessary to pay a visit to you. You can't hold that on him or her. So it's yours now. It's on you to try to see how you entertain.
Can adjust. Because in all of this, there is balance, of course.
It has to be balanced. If someone is coming to visit you, it means the person cares. That's the first point. If someone does not care, the person will not come to visit you. So on your own end, you have to strike that balance. Even if you're not in your moments, even if you're not in your emotions, even if you're so tired, you also have to make them to feel at home and comfortable.
I think I actually, like, I agree with Vicky. And, sometimes we can have these discussions amongst ourselves, like as mothers, because we relate to how things are now. And so we're like, oh, if I had this day where I could just sleep, and not necessarily have to, it would be amazing, But then the tradition is the tradition. I think that in most of it, when you think about it, it's just, maybe just respecting that it's okay to call and be like, is it okay to
come now?
What time
can I call?
What do you need? What would you like to bring and all of that.
Talking about gifts for newborns, it's always also important, especially gifts like gifts that are related directly to the babies, things that will be applied directly on the baby's
skin.
Always try to ask or find out from the new moms. There is no need getting the baby such an expensive lotion or expensive soap, and then the new mom does not end up using
it on the baby.
Yes.
Because some babies can actually be allergic to some
so
products.
many things. And some new mothers at the first months, they use just natural oils. And some of them, even right up to 5 years, they will not go for those lotions. They have their reasons. So there will be no need for you to invest in that. And then at the end, they don't use it. I still have some things in my house right now that I've not been able to use. Yes, because some of them, I've never used it before. Even
So you don't
when
know
they
how they might
explain
react
to
on your
me,
child.
yes, I'm scared. I'm scared on how they can react on my baby. Some very nice soaps, I could not use it on the baby. We ended up using them ourselves, and I feel like it doesn't serve the purpose. It was meant for the baby. Yes, even foods for the baby. Yes, there's some babies that take supplementary milk. If you're coming and you
Just
know that
ask.
baby, just
Yeah.
It's
ask,
just
just
it just
ask,
takes a
just
few
ask.
seconds.
Yes,
Can I
just
buy
ask.
this? What brand of milk does your child take?
What
Diaper.
It
brand of
doesn't. It
diaper
doesn't.
does your
Yeah.
child take?
Yeah.
And
No need
so
surprising me with something that it will
something that
not
I will
serve.
not, yes, I'll appreciate it then, but in real moments, I'll be
Yeah.
like, I wish you brought something
Something
else.
better.
So,
And talking about how to visit. I mean, like how to handle a newborn. People need to understand that they must clean their hands, sanitize. Don't just leave the streets. You're visiting a new baby and you get there just carry.
and some come with a cold, cough, all of those things. To me, when you have assessed your health situation at the moment and you see that it is not good,
Yeah.
don't go near a newborn.
Because their
It's like
systems are
so
it's a conscious
fragile,
thing.
so fragile. You just have to be conscious. The newborn is there for a long time. If you feel like you have a cold, you have an airborne disease at the moment, just hold on, just hold on, just hold on. Because it is really tempting. You cannot come and meet a newborn and then you don't go closer to the baby, even if it's just to stare or bend down and speak to the baby. Just in trying to talk to that baby, a lot can happen. A lot can
And another
happen.
thing, kissing of a newborn.
Oh, please. Don't even get
That
me
topic.
started.
I remember I always had a problem with some people. Each time I see them even trying to give my baby a peck, I'm like, I will strangle you.
Yeah.
But I don't know
But I
why
had to
people
mount
do
the courage
that.
to tell some people, please don't
Don't
kiss
kiss the
my
baby. I
Don't.
think I actually, I don't think it's a conscious thing. I mean, babies are adorable. Like you would hold the baby, and the next thing you want to do is like,
That soft cheek.
yeah,
If you
the
must
kiss and
kiss
everything.
their feet.
So I think it's something that just happened. But it's important to raise
Awareness.
that
Awareness,
consciousness
yes.
and be like, not everyone is okay
Yeah.
with you kissing their baby. Not everyone.
No, don't even kiss
Don't kiss
yeah.
newborns.
it. Don't
Even
kiss
some
newborns.
new moms
Because I
accept
know
it,
a
but they
new
don't
mom.
know.
I don't think any new mom is accepting. I just think some people can't really voice it
But this
out.
we are here telling
just
you
like
to
you said.
resist it.
Yes.
It is not
Don't do
healthy
it. It's not
because
good.
you don't know what illness
what
you
you
have.
bring.
Even if you don't have an illness, these babies are so
never know.
fragile. I saw a picture of a newborn online who had rashes around the
Herpes.
mouth. What's that?
Yeah.
It helps for
Herpes,
HPV.
yeah.
Yes, HPV virus because of kissing.
Yeah.
You kissing the newborn. Why?
Why?
So
And people are fond of that. It has to be a conscious effort.
Yeah.
We know they are so soft, they are so nice,
so
but you have to
adorable.
be conscious for
Yeah.
their own sake and for the parents' sake. Because when you come and visit, you transfer all of those. We are the ones at the
Left to
suffering
suffer.
end. Yes.
After my son, after I said the story in the last episode, we got admitted in intensive care. He had bacterial infection, which, bacterial infection, just like most moms know, doctors will tell you, they're just trying a couple number of antibiotics to see
That
which
can
one
work.
works. We stayed there for about 7 days, 7 to 10 days. And when we came back home, I insisted, there's the very big Dettol hand sanitizer, it's sold in these supermarkets, Mahima, you can find them there. And it's literally at the center of the table all the time. So everybody who comes, you can't miss it. It's like a subtle message of please sanitize.
clean
And it
your
was even
hands.
for me, it was very important because I gave birth to my son just like 2 months after we had COVID. So it wasn't something negotiable, and after that, I kept encouraging new moms that my friends were just giving birth, have sanitizer. It's okay to tell people to sanitize their hands before carrying your baby. And I keep saying it. It's thank you for the intention to carry the baby, to have time with the baby. But when this baby is sick, no matter how much you're by me, I am feeling the pain. I am dealing with the difficulty and all of that. And the sleepless nights and all of that. And, so it was actually a mystery.
Yeah.
I don't negotiate on that. The hand sanitizer is always there.
And don't get offended, because I see some people, when they tell you to sanitize, you're angry, like, so what do you mean? I'm dirty. No,
It's not you being
about you.
dirty.
It's about that precious child that is still so tender and very fragile. Their system is still so weak. So think about it. Put yourself in their shoes, or even if you're not yourself, your own child. How would you want people to treat that child? So please take all the steps necessary to protect these babies, not only, and also help these mothers have, safe postpartum period, because all of these things affect their mental health when their babies are sick and all whatnot. Thank you so much, Vicky and Addis, for sharing with me. And I hope that from this, a lot of people have picked something on, or how to behave towards a new mom, what kind of gifts to bring. What would you like to be offered when you have your baby next? Maybe your husband might just be listening.
Yeah, in Australia, there's such a thing as a push
gift.
present. Like after you go and give that baby, push that baby out, or like a nice car, vacation to somewhere.
Vicky.
Or an Oreo. I love Oreos. They just usually get to my heart, and well, he knows. He usually just bribes me with that, and every other thing means nothing.
So Vicky, what kind of gift would you love your husband to offer you after your next delivery?
Okay, I'll go with, I'm a person that loves words. That's it for me.
Yeah, words of assurance.
Yes, you can just get me a customized card with maybe some encouraging words.
At your butterfly.
I know.
We are in it. But a nice customized card, so maybe some encouraging words from how long we've gone through, because normally during pregnancy your husband sees it all, so he can just walk you through that, but in words, and a nice picture of maybe you and your unborn baby. Yes, I like things like that, or anything customized, but that will make me remember that moment.
But I would like to see more of what people say in the comment section when this goes up.
What would you like your husband to gift you at your next delivery? Please drop that in our comment section and let's interact. Let's hear from you. Your husband might just be reading the comment section. You never know. And he'll pick it up and surprise you on that day. Thank you, ladies. It was an amazing time. Always an amazing time having you girls on set to discuss these maternal issues.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for watching, and I'm sure you must have learned a great deal. Go ahead to visit that new mom, that new baby in the right way. Till next time, have a great day.